Hello everyone, welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. Last episode we basically what do we do? Oh yeah, just explored. That's basically it. Maybe I may show you the exploration. But mainly we're gonna watch watch some support conversations, which I have a lot right now. Like a lot. Like Jesus Christ. Let's start with Dorothea.
Ah, Dorothea. I am surprised to find you here. I did not think you were all that religious.
There's a lot you don't know, Ferdy. But you're right. I'd hardly call myself devout. After all, it was thanks to the goddess and her noble regime that I suffered so much as a child.
You must be quite brave to speak so coarsely in this hallowed place. But what do you mean about suffering as a child?
Do I really have to tell you? Oh, forget it. I'm sure you already know that I'm an orphan. I grew up in the alleys of Enbar, begging for coins, eating scraps, drinking from drains.
I see. I remember seeing street children around the city.
I could have died. Then the right person overheard me singing. And suddenly I was in the opera. I was a songstress. And my goodness, did the nobles like me. The people who used to spit on me and call me an urchin, they praised my voice and my beauty. A nobleman who once kicked me gave me the most gorgeous shoes. I almost asked if it was a joke.
No wonder why you hate noblemen.
So that is why you despise the nobility. But why do you think I am the same as them? Do you really believe that is the kind of man I am? You think I would ever treat people differently based on appearances? There is nothing noble about that.
Oh, really? You're something different? That's not how I remember things. It was the very day that I was discovered. I was in high spirits. Nothing was wrong in the world. I secretly bathed in one of the town's fountains, hoping to wash off some of the dirt from the streets. I sang the same song the opera composer overheard earlier that day. And that's when you appeared.
Wait, they met before?
Me? No, it could not have been.
Don't play dumb. You glared at me, the same look I'd gotten from every other noble, then you ran off. When we met at the academy, you were a different person. All smiles and friendly words. You were like a bee, Ferdinand. A bee attracted to a flower in full bloom.
That's what you meant when you said B.
So it was you then, singing that song. Dorothea, please listen. This is a misunderstanding. When I saw you, I could not take my eyes off you. I was hypnotized. Your beautiful voice, your elegant face, droplets of water on your skin that glittered in the sun. I thought you were a water nymph.
Stop it, don't lie to me.
No, it is true. I was only a child. The vision overwhelmed me. That is why I ran. I plucked up the courage to return, but no one was there. I thought perhaps it was a dream.
Maybe I can believe you. I've wanted to, ever since the day you made me those traits. I thought then that maybe you weren't like the others, but there's a lot I have to let go of, Ferdy.
Of course. I am glad we had this conversation. You know, I do not mind you thinking of me as a bee. Life as a simple drone, circling a queen. It actually sounds quite wonderful.
Don't drones keep the queen safe from other bugs? I like the sound of that.
That was pretty nice. So that was what she meant when he said that he was a bee. And I guess they met a long time ago. I'm surprised she even remembered him from, childhood. Wow.
You know, stepping in to prevent extortion, that was quite brave of you.
What? Oh, you're talking about that time in town. I wouldn't say I did anything brave, really. I just asked what was going on.
No need to be humble. Helping the weak is precisely what a virtuous noble does.
I don't think what I did is quite the same thing.
What do you mean by that?
The point I was trying to make is that some things in this world can't be bought or sold with money. I think I let myself get a little too worked up, though. It's just, when I saw it happening, it reminded me of my own past.
Your past? You were originally a daughter of House Bartels, a minor noble family, I heard. You abandoned your title, and now you live as a commoner. Is there more to the story? Pray tell.
Life was becoming difficult for us, so my mother and I fled from House Bartels. We found refuge in a small church in Fargus and lived there for a few years. A man appeared one day and said that he wanted to adopt me. It was obvious that he only cared about my bloodline and crest. The priest refused to let me go, but the man used his money to overwhelm the church. In the end, I had no choice but to leave with him. That soldier we saw? I guess he just reminded me of my adoptive father.
The man who exploited you so that he could join the nobility. Yes, I understand. But I must confess, that part of the story confuses me. There is nothing to gain from having a noble title. What's so funny?
I never thought I'd hear you question the value of nobility, Ferdinand.
Oh, well, that is not quite what I meant. Using someone else to obtain high status, with no effort and no accomplishment? Certainly you can obtain a title like that, but it hardly makes you a noble.
I completely agree.
By the same token, although you are legally a commoner, in your heart, you are a proud and virtuous noble. That is what I think, at any rate.
You know, I have no idea the last conversation, so I don't really have a lot to say there. Ooh, Petra.
Linhart, I need to be asking for your wisdom. Will you consent?
My wisdom? About?
I was hunting earlier, and the land gifted me with lots of game.
Wow, doesn't the background look golden to you? Like, what the hell happened?
It was all brought by me to the kitchen, and then...
You're not asking me for help with the butchery, are you? If so, stop right there. I despise the sight of blood.
No, I am not asking that. All of that work and care is given right after the hunting. Giving gratitude, bleeding, skinning, all has been done to be making very nice fresh meat. That meat is sitting in the kitchen already.
Oh, thank goodness. Then whatever do you need from me? I'm not much of a cook.
I want to be smoking the meat, so we can be preserving it. There's a big quantity of it. But I am without enough firewood for the smoking. I am needing more than I was thinking I would. The darkness has fallen outside, so it will be difficult to be collecting it right now.
Why not gather wood in the morning? Get some sleep now.
This meat will not be waiting that long. It will be going to waste. Please, do you have any suggestion for what I can do? You have much wisdom for giving, so I am hoping you will be helping me.
Okay, let me see. Easy to forage wood at this time of night.
Torch?
You know, there were a good number of desks and chairs in the ruined corner of the monastery. Some of the stuff there is salvageable, so none of it has been thrown away. There's definitely high-quality oak and beech out there. Both would be excellent for smoking meat.
Is that factual? I was not knowing that. The wisdom you give is exceptional.
Well, I wouldn't say that. As long as it's anything that looks broken beyond repair, no one should complain.
I am giving you my gratitude, Linhart. Now, let's be going.
Pardon?
You have all of the wisdom about choosing wood for smoking. I am wanting your assistance.
But it's bedtime. Okay, fine. I can point out the choice smoking wood. Then I'll have to help haul it all back, won't I?
It would give me great happiness. There's no one better than you for this task.
Please stop with the praising. All right, fine, I'll help. I'm just that nice a guy.
Sure, man. Hey, Bernie.
I was under the impression you were going to break all of your paintbrushes.
Cut it out, Lindhart.
I'm just glad you're back to painting. I felt terrible about what happened last time, you know. Guess I should have kept my opinions about your painting to myself.
Maybe you should have.
You know, I missed the pouting Bernie. She was so cute.
So what do you suppose is the name for this kind of situation?
What situation? Am I in your way again? I must be. Okay, let me pack my things and I'll be off.
Ugh, no, that's not what I mean. I'm talking about when two people are together, but not together. When they're basically by themselves.
Socializing.
I'm not sure what you mean. I'm always alone.
Oh, alone? Well, there it is then. I suppose you could say we're alone together. We're each here alone, yet together. So we're alone together. What do you think?
Alone together? Oh, wait, I get it. That's just a nice way of saying you want to be alone, right? Alone. If that's what you mean, I'll go.
Please, Bernadetta, you shouldn't go. Being alone together means accomplishing more. We each have the concentration one gets from time alone, but also the thrill of being with someone else. I find it to be an exhilarating environment. Have you felt that as well?
Huh? Me? I'd rather be alone, but when I'm painting, and I know you can see, I worry about what you might point out about it. Is that the thrill you mean? Because I feel that.
Here's what I wish to point out about your painting. You've really improved. Your lines are bolder, your color choice is more informed, and your composition as a whole...
Did you actually just praise me, Linhart? What's next? A rain of flying pigs?
I was just saying what I think. Look, you probably have talent, and you work hard too.
Oh no, I'm on to you now. You're scheming, but you won't get anywhere by flattering me. Try all you want to get your hooks into my heart, you won't fool me!
I'm not sure how praising you means I'm trying to get my hooks into your heart.
I have a heart of stone. No one will ever get to it.
She's blushing.
What a shame. I suppose I'll stop praising you then.
You will? No, I didn't mean it that way. You can praise me as much as you want.
I don't understand you one whit. However, if you want praise, then praise you will get. You're cute.
That's true.
Don't say stuff like that!
That's true. She is cute. Holy shit.
Go on, eat up. Oh wow, you're really going at it.
You know, his animation looks like he's cleaning something off the floor, like cleaning up the cat's throw up or something.
Still hungry, huh? You're a greedy little fellow. Well, here he comes, right on time. The food's all ready to go. Huh? Ash, what are you doing here?
Caspar, I was just, Hey, hang on a second. Did you come here to feed the cat too?
Feed? Oh, I don't know what you're... Wait, did you say two? Is that what you're doing?
They've been both feeding a cat? Is that what the cat wants?
I have been for a while. I had no idea you were doing the same.
I was just worried about the guy. I didn't want someone else to find him and hurt him. I figured it would be best to watch out for him. You know me, defender of the helpless. More importantly, though, what's your excuse?
I didn't want him stealing more supplies, so I figured I'd take care of him. Guess we're not so different after all, are we?
Yeah, I guess we're not. Deep down.
Since you're here, why don't you feed this little guy what you brought him?
Oh, yeah! I've got something good.
Looks like it.
What is it?
Hey, where did you get that?
Get what?
What is it?
It looks awfully fresh. You didn't take that from the kitchen, did you?
Is that some dried fish and vegetables? Looks like someone's leftovers.
Well, never mind how I got mine. What about yours?
I'm a defender of the helpless. You really think I'd steal some food for a cat? I got it by fighting an old guy in the dining hall. I won it fair and square.
You beat up an old guy.
You started a fight over that?
No! The old guy started a fight, then I took his dinner as a prize. Aw, you love this meat, don't you? And you love when I fight, don't you?
No, so cute.
Well, this cat's happy, so I'll let you off easy just this once. You're lucky he's so cute.
Caspar beating up an old guy for food. I totally see him doing that.
Hey, Caspar. Can I ask you something?
Well, hey there, Annette. What's on your mind?
Is there anything you pay particular attention to on the battlefield? Stuff you make sure not to mess up? I don't want to make any major mistakes again. So I've been thinking about how I can improve. But it's trickier than I thought. I was hoping you could give me some direction.
Nothing I can think of. Sometimes you just gotta mess up.
Really? Nothing at all?
Nah, no matter how much you prepare, you're always gonna make mistakes. All you can do is quit worrying and try your best.
I guess that does sound like something you'd say. But I'm not sure how much use it is to me.
That's too bad. It's a great way to live. You worry about messing up, and all that worry makes you nervous, right? So being nervous on the battlefield is the reason you make mistakes you'd never make in training.
Well, yes. People's lives are on the line. If I mess up, they might actually die. When I think that my failures might put everyone in danger,
Ugh, you gotta quit doubting yourself. It's not helping. You're obsessing about failures that haven't even happened. What's the point in that? Sometimes you're gonna mess up no matter how hard you train. That's life.
So what you're saying is, I should stop being afraid of failure and just try my hardest on the battlefield, like I do in training.
Yep.
Was I not clear on that? You just gotta deal with your mistakes when you make them.
That really is just like you, Caspar. I'm starting to feel stupid for worrying so much. You're so strong and confident. I really like that about you.
Aw, thanks, Annette. I think you're great too.
Okay, I'm gonna try following your example from now on. It's time I stopped moping around here and put everything I've got into training. Right, Caspar?
That's the spirit. Let's get out there and train. I'll race you to the stables.
Yeah!
The inspector was actually be cute.
Hey, Petra. How's training going?
It is going well. I am not having any troubles right now.
Good, good. At least things haven't gotten worse, right? So, did you hear what happened the other day? The professor really...
Caspar.
Oh, whoa, okay, there's no need for that.
You are the son of my father's killer. That means I must be killing you and taking revenge.
You're joking, right?
What? I thought you said it wasn't a big deal. We're not our parents and all that.
Your optimism is not making sense. It is not possible that you are not having hatred for me. My father was killed by the Empire, by your father. And so I will be impaling you on this blade to be satisfying a deep wish of mine.
A deep wish? What are you talking about?
I am talking about my wish. Of course, I am also having another wish. An even deeper wish. I wish for you and I to keep being friends. To keep fighting and surviving together. When you are speaking of your father, it is with a proud smile that injures my heart. But that is only a small thing. you also are working harder than anyone I am knowing. So, I can't bring myself to be killing you.
I see. So you do hate me because of what happened, but you still want to be my friend? You haven't stabbed me yet, so you obviously want me to live more than you want me to die. I hope.
I hope.
That must be the truth. More than all of it, I am not wishing to be losing you. It would give me great sadness.
Oh, okay, that's a relief. I don't want to lose you either, and I definitely don't want to fight you. To be honest, if things were the other way around, I don't think I'd be able to forgive you. I'd hate you, and I'd hate myself for feeling that way.
Caspar.
But you're not like that. You see me as your ally and your friend. You had the chance to kill me, but you used it to show me that you want me to live. You really are an incredible person, Petra. I want to be more like you. I want to prove that I'm a good friend. I promise, you won't regret letting me live.
You have my gratitude for your understanding. Hearing your words gives me great happiness. I was always feeling a barrier between our hearts. I am sure I was also the one putting it there. But from now onward, I will be sharing all of my heart with you. My grief and anger, joy and love, all of it.
Wow.
I'd like that, Petra. From now on, we'll be more honest and open with each other.
I thought she was going to say, that's such a bad joke, but I was like, holy shit, you're serious.
Shamir, can I be having your time? There is a thought that is giving me great concern.
Let's hear it, Petra.
If Dagda is ever invading Fodlan again, what will you be doing?
I'd join the army of Dagda. I'd lay waste to Fodlan and return to my homeland.
If that is the truth, then I am having one more question for you. If that was happening, and all of us were fighting for Fodlan, would you be fighting us too?
Of course. You expect me to die for you? You should be prepared to do the same. Your homeland would likely join Dagda.
So, that is your truth.
Maybe. If you'd asked me 5 years ago. I've been a mercenary since childhood. Always fighting for a bounty. If my allies didn't pay, I'd side with the enemy. It's why I became a sniper. Easier to dispose of anyone with a reward on their head. It's also why I joined the Knights of Saros. I owed them a debt.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but did anyone notice that her chin was clipping through her necklace?
But that's all changed.
You are not fighting for money now?
That's right. When I see everyone fighting for Fodlan, I feel inclined to help. I won't die for the cause, but I will protect everyone. If the army of Dagda engaged you, I'd fight at your side.
Hearing that is it gives me great joy. Until the war is finished, let us fight together.
I really think it would be weird if she actually, like, you have the spot that other route that you fight for Edelgard, she fights with you. And I dabble that route a little bit, but I still find it weird.
Hey.
We don't need to have this conversation.
You don't know what I was going to say.
Something about our vastly different approaches to life.
Fine then. We don't need to talk about it. Actually,
Really,
sorry, you go first.
I was gonna say I'd hear you out.
Okay, let's talk about it. I will be faithful to Lady Rhea until I die. If I had to choose between you and her, I would choose her every time. I assume that disqualifies me from being your partner.
Between you and Rhea, I'd choose you. But between you and me, I'd choose me.
That sounds right.
That probably disqualifies me from being your partner, too.
Well, no. I'm quite fond of being alive. I don't intend to sacrifice my life either. If it came down to you or me, I'd choose... Huh.
What's wrong?
Nothing. You're not like the rest of the knights. Maybe someday you'll have to take a path that diverges from ours. What if we went to war with your country?
It is a possibility.
I wonder if that divergence of path happens in the... Well, of course it happens in the other route.
Maybe I shouldn't be thinking like that.
The future is one of the great mysteries of life. We can worry about it when the time comes. But until our paths diverge, you're my partner. And I couldn't ask for a better one.
You got that right. I'm the best there is.
How did Shamir enter the church anyways? Like, was she a knight or was she just paid? I totally forgot.
Hey, Sylvain, can we talk?
What's up, Ash? Looking for more life tips?
No. But I did want to thank you for coming to my aid in battle the other day.
That? No need to thank me for that.
No, really, I insist. If you hadn't been there, I definitely would have been finished. You really set a model for my training. I can only hope I'll be able to save someone like that someday.
Again with the studying and the training? My advice on the whole thing is to just follow your instincts. That's what I do. If someone's in trouble, I help them. You don't need to be a valiant knight to know that.
That quick animation change was fucking hilarious.
It doesn't matter if the person is an ugly old man or the cutest girl you've ever seen. You help them.
So you're saying...
Everybody's the same, deep down. It's our job to help anyone who needs it.
Ah.
What? You're looking at me funny. Did I say something wrong?
No, I'm just surprised, that's all. You're actually a much better person than I thought.
Was that a compliment? I can't tell.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean any insult. I was just really impressed by what you said about helping people without even thinking. To jump in and help someone without any thought at all of reward, that is real virtue.
How did you say that with a straight face? I'd be embarrassed if I were you. Come on, Ash. You're an honest and overall great guy. You'll be an honest and overall great knight, too. Of course, people like you need to watch out for greedy people.
Huh?
Remember when I said I didn't need any thanks? Well, I didn't say anything about not wanting a reward. There's a girl, and we had a misunderstanding about who was allowed to date who, so, I need to hang out in your room until everything calms down. Should only be a day. Or 2. Tops.
Sylvain?
Come on, Ash. Remember, if someone's in trouble, you help them. You want to be a great knight, yeah?
Fine. Since you helped me, but just this once.
All right, I knew I could count on you. You'll definitely be a great knight.
He really would be a great person if he could just stop all the scandal.
You know, I'm pretty sure there's like a fan comic about them, you know, bumming it out for like, you know, for the day.
Annie, do you have a moment?
Is this about what happened when we were shopping? If so, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Not so fast. I haven't properly apologized yet. So, I'm sorry. I got scared. Imagine if something bad happened to you because of me.
Mercy.
You would have just run away if you were on your own, wouldn't you? Instead, you acted defensively because I was there. I dragged you down.
Mercy, you're upsetting me. How dare you say that you dragged me down? You know why I was acting so recklessly? Because I wanted to protect my best friend in the whole world.
Annie.
Do you remember when we first enrolled at the academy? It seemed like everyone was leagues ahead of us and so far out of reach. I felt completely hopeless. But because you were there, I didn't lose hope. So, don't say stupid things about how you dragged me down or how you don't deserve things.
Thank you for saying that. And again, I'm sorry. You're just so important to me. I know I could never find another friend like you. You stayed by my side through thick and thin. I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if anything happened to you because of me.
Mercy, can we be friends again?
Of course, Annie. Friends forever.
Good. I don't know what I would have done if we hadn't found a way to make up.
I'm sorry. I should have said something sooner.
No, I'm the one who should have stopped being so stubborn and said something. You know, now that everything's as it should be, I'm suddenly starving.
That's just like you. Come, let's go for tea.
Ooh, let's! And we should have some Mercy-baked sweets on the side. I think I love you more than just about anything in the world.
You do? Oh, Annie, you're too sweet.
Not as sweet as your baking. I love your baking more than anything in the world, too. Other than you.
Well, I'm always happy to bake for you, Annie.
I'm so happy to have you bake, back.
Imagine the whole friendship was revolved around baking. That was pretty funny. Hey, look at that. There's even more. With them.
You seem to have lined up your desserts very meticulously.
What you see before you, Lysithea, is a life choice.
Oh, really?
The most skilled pastry chef in the army has been asked to do the impossible in the heart of wartime. Source high-quality ingredients, employ advanced baking methods, and create these 2 pastries.
Wow, you've put a lot of thought into this. May I?
Of course. You can have but one, though, and it should be noted that they taste completely different. I thought I'd split them between us, seeing as they were made so carefully and are so very, very special.
Ah, thanks. So, what exactly is the life choice you mentioned? Also, if you are not partaking, I'll just go ahead and eat them both.
Oh no. For you see, if you eat one, you simply cannot, must not, eat the other. Should you eat both, a pair of ingredients, one in each pastry, will combine to poison you.
That seems
Wow.
unnecessarily intense. Just one won't kill me then?
Of course not. But making this choice means you will not be able to taste the second dessert. Ever.
Is he talking about... Is he using these 2 pastry as a reference? Or, well, you know, for her 2 crests that she has?
No matter what I tell you, you'll never know which one tasted best. And if you are underwhelmed by your choice, you'll regret your decision forever.
I think I meant to say was analogy, metaphor, symbolic, whatever.
So, I should just pick one and be done with it.
But you've already chosen, haven't you? Not between the pastries, but your life paths. You would gamble on the chance of living a long life, even if it meant losing your 2 crests, correct? Hence my current choice.
Wait, whose choice are we talking about now?
A shortened lifespan doesn't necessarily mean a short life. Even with 2 crests, you might live a long time. And with you around, the study of crests will undoubtedly reach previously unimagined levels. On the other hand, getting rid of them could help someone that I care about. Maybe. Or maybe it won't help at all. Unfortunately, one never knows until they eat the pastry. Even then, you can never taste them both.
Hang on, Linhart. Do you mean to tell me you care about me? Since when?
When indeed. You are someone I care about, though. So much so I wish we could be family, you and I.
Wow.
That escalated rather quickly. Although, having more family does sound nice.
Anyway, I need to be going. Oh, and feel free to eat the pastries. I made up the poison bit because I didn't know how else to say what I wished to say. And because... well, because I believe there are choices we can make where you can have both. I'll show you somehow, before the war is over.
you sure these aren't poisoned? Linhardt, wait! Wait!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's not that crazy to actually poison the pastries. Anyways, I have two more conversations. They're for Shamir and
Professor.
Hanman, whatever his name is.
Which means that there are some elements of your power that cannot be explained by current theory. Although this may lead to a discovery that alters the very fabric of Crest research.
Is this continuing support B's conversation?
Oh, pardon me, Professor. I became lost in thought, and I do tend to ramble. I suggest we call it a day. Do you concur? No, you mustn't push yourself too hard. When you are not in battle, you are so often here with me. I get so energized speaking with you. Well, I must remember to pull my head out of the clouds. That said, perhaps we should discuss things unrelated to crests from time to time.
Yes.
Some sort of silly, lighthearted topic might be nice, eh?
Like what?
I'm not especially skilled at small talk, alas. Let me see. Perhaps we should discuss... I know. Food. Not my strong suit, the culinary arts, but I do enjoy a good meal. Which kind of food do you prefer, Professor? Sweet or spicy?
Hey, is this what the same question that Annette asked me like a long ass time ago? I think so. And I answered with spicy.
Spicy? Quite the opposite of me. Yet you're an exception in lots of ways, so it's not altogether surprising.
I'm not a fan of spicy food. Like really spicy. Like if I have like a cup of water or something that will help cool down the spiciness, then yeah, I'll be fine.
An old colleague of mine theorized that those who bear crests favor sweet flavors over spicy. She suggested that the crest exerts some manner of influence over... Oh, there I go again. How embarrassing. We were supposed to be avoiding talk of crests, weren't we? Terrible habit of mine, finding a way to turn any conversation towards crests. I really should find a way to stop that. That is kind of you, Professor, but it's all right. If you were to lose your patience with me, it could have an incalculable impact on my research. That sort of thing has happened in the past, you know. Back when I was still in the Empire. At first, any lady I was spending time with would titter and say she didn't mind if I talked about crests. But at some point, she would always become fed up and stop listening to what I had to say. In the end, invariably, while I was particularly focused on my research, she would write to say we were done. I will do everything I can to keep that from happening this time.
Was it really that was really a support A conversation? There's gotta be more, right? No, that's all, folks. It didn't feel like an A support A question. Didn't feel like an A support conversation. It felt like a regular conversation.
It's been 10 years. Can I move on yet? Ugh, never mind. I know what you'd say. In a sense, someone who's long since passed. Another mercenary I fought alongside.
Your friend? Girlfriend? Boyfriend?
They were killed 10 years ago when Dagda was in conflict with the Empire. It's all I can focus on lately. To be honest, I blame you. I'm just teasing. I know it's not your fault. You just remind me of him.
Okay, him.
You give off a similar air. It's uncanny. You even have the same inflection, which makes no sense because we only ever spoke Dagdan. I don't know what it is, but you feel the same to me. I guess you just remind me of the past. That's fair. It's not your fault. It's my fault for getting caught up in memories. Still, you always remember your first love, right?
Oh, your first love.
That's enough of that. There are more relevant topics to discuss. Good question. The world is completely open to me. Your next move seems apparent. But who knows where I'll end up? I left Dagda, crossed through Bridget, and came all the way to Fodlan on my own. I think I'll be just fine navigating this world, wherever I decide to go.
That's it. Wow, that was short. Very, 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 very short. You know that white fucking speech bubbles bugging me. Alright, what do you have to say? Better be something interesting, bruh.
So, did you know? A magnificent canal flows through downtown Enbar. It's said to have been constructed under the guidance of Saint Seros before the Empire was even formed. Ever since, that canal has been a major lifeline for the capital's development. And now this is how the Empire repays it. Truly, no good deed goes unpunished.
And that's how you end the episode. Bye.